Now, when we're dealing with gradients is really important. We use them a lot in maths methods, and then we go on using them a lot in year 12 as well. So basically, your gradient, as you know, or you should know at this point, if you don't, that's okay, is your measure of rise over run. Or we do y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And our symbol for gradient is m. So within this, what you'll be asked to do, you'll be asked to do two things. One thing you'll be asked to do is to find the gradient between 2 points. Also, what you may be asked to do is to find the gradient, you'll be given the gradient, given a point, and asked to find the coordinates of another point. So basically with this, just like finding the midpoint, my advice is to draw your thing. That way you've got some sort of idea of what you're looking for when it comes to the gradient. So that's what I'm going to do. So over here we've got our points of 6 and 3. So 6 and 3 will be something like this. And the point 2 and 4 will be something like this. No, something like this. So 6 and 3, 2 and 4. So we're doing something like that. So basically from this, I can see that my gradient is negative. So that's what I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, okay, we've got, so I'm going to set this thing up. So y2 minus y1, I'll do 4 minus 3 over x2 minus x1, 2 minus 6, and I'm left with 1 over negative 4. So as we see, we're going that way, negative 4. We can look at it and say, okay, we've gone from 6, we've gone across to 2, so we've gone across 4 units. We've gone from 3, we've gone up to 4, so we've gone up 1 unit. Wow, that's interesting. So the mistake I made was the order in which I explained things. That's why I was confused. So we've gone from 2 to 6, so we've gone across 4 units. We've gone from 4 to 3, so we've gone down 1 unit. So here we have our negative 1 over 4. Okay, over on to this thing here. We've got a gradient, m equals 3. Got a point 0 and 5. We've got another point 3 and 8. We don't know where these points are, but you know what? Like I said, I like to draw this. So this 0 and 5, we're going to draw that there. Now this 3 and 8, I know is going to be somewhere here. We don't know where, but here we have 3. This is x. I'll draw it underneath. This is x equals 3. So it's going to be somewhere there. Because the gradient is positive, it's going to do something like that. So it's going to be above 5. So let's have a look. So I'm going to substitute this into the formula. I'll substitute that as well. So and that. So we're going to say that y2, we don't know what it is. So we'll say a minus y1, which is 5, over 3 minus 0, that equals 3. So from there, a minus 5 over 3 equals 3. So a minus 5 equals 9. So some number minus 5 equals 9, we imply that that number is 14. Whoops, right, a equals 14. A equals 14. So here we'd be at 3 and 14. So that's the way we go about solving that. We've got our gradient, substitute that in place of m. We've got our x values, so we've got our 2 x values, substitute them. We've got our 2 y values, substitute them, and then go from there, go through your calculations. But like I said, if you draw it, it makes things a lot easier to visualize.